Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff, and he's Bucky. And we thought before we get too far down the road, we'd let you know what we're trying to accomplish here in the War Room.
Now, this is something that we've been talking about doing for a long time. Jeff and I became acquainted when we were both graduate students at American Military University, working on our master's degrees in military history. And we kicked around the idea, what are we going to do with our degrees? And we thought about teaching, things like that. And then we decided we wanted to do it on our own terms. You know, we do some different things. We do some writing, stuff like that. But we wanted to do some other stuff, and this seemed like the thing to do. So this is what we're using our graduate education for, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Bucky, where have you been writing since we left AMU?
Well, most of my stuff these days, I write for a website called Reach Bang Clear, which serves the tactical community, but they also dabble in military history, which is where I come into play. In fact, I've got something coming out this week dealing with tanks in the Pacific War. So it's called Dropping the Hammer, if anybody wants to check it out. But I've got lots of stuff on there. Also, in our historical journal for Saber and Scroll Historical Society from American Military University, we had a couple things published there, as have you, correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
And what else you got?
Well, I've also been published in the Strategy and Tactics Press magazines. Thank you, Kyle Lockwood. I've had 2 articles published in the World at War magazine and one in their flagship publication, Strategy and Tactics. I've also written for the Saber and Scroll, the peer-reviewed journal of the American Military University, you know, I'm looking forward to exploring our studies and see where we can take them from here on the War Room.
Yeah, and plus this gives us a chance to have fun with it.
Absolutely.
We don't have to. We can be serious, and that's fine. We can do that. We can write like academics and all that. But I want to have a good time with this too. I want to have fun with it. I want to tell jokes. I want to, stuff like that as well as I can tell jokes anyway.
Yeah,
but,
and
this is a chance to just have fun with it.
Well, and since we started talking about this initially, the first thing that came to mind was sort of an artist collective. I'm really hoping that we can get some of our peers from the American Military University and other historians that we know who would like to contribute. I'm hoping that it can become a group effort really quickly.
Yeah, because we're associated with some very talented people.
Absolutely.
Some of them, I'm just happy they let me hang around with them.
But, yeah. Well, I have to say that the people that we met at AMU, that was the high point of my time there, and particularly getting to meet you, my brother from another mother.
And that back at you, man, because that's you live on the West Coast. I live close enough to the East Coast that wouldn't have happened otherwise. So
yeah. Well, you got so many great battlefields to visit. I have to drive a lot farther.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. That's going to be something that we do here. I'm gonna hit those battlefields. I have my sister lives closer even than that, so I got to stay and them all. But we're mainly World War II guys. That you're mainly a World War II naval historian. My main focus is amphibious warfare. I dabble in some armored warfare, but amphibious war is my main thing. That's what I did my thesis on. And I know you did yours on naval warfare, basically the stuff that happened in the naval battle for Guadalcanal.
Yeah, that's correct. How the United States Navy developed its night fighting doctrine, how it was schooled by the Japanese, and what they learned from it.
And I'm sure we'll develop some of that stuff as we go. But we're also gonna branch out to. I mean, I'm gonna focus some more on Civil War. I mean, why wouldn't I? live in Virginia.
Right.
And,
sure.
And with my accent, I have to. But we're gonna look at other things too, and I'm just really looking forward to this, and hopefully meeting some new people and doing some new things, and just having a good time. Hopefully other people will think we're having a good time too.
I know. Well, I'm going to do this whether anybody else is watching or not, but I sure hope they do. I sure hope they do.
That's the thing. That's what we're going to do. All right. So welcome to the War Room. We hope that this is the beginning of a long and fruitful journey.
Absolutely.
We're going to have fun with it. Again, we hope you watch, but we're going to have fun either way, so you might as well watch.
Yeah, you might as well watch.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
but we've got some good stuff coming down the pike for you. One of our things is no fighting in the War Room. We're both Doctor Strangelove fans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a segment where we pick different sides of a topic, and sometimes we might fight, sometimes we might just disagree a little bit, but whatever. But we're gonna have a good time, and we'll do different things with it. But that's gonna be our main thing. So this is it. This is us. This is who we are.
Yeah, and we really hope that you come along on this journey, and that send us lots of messages, and because we above all other things, we want to talk with our subscribers, hear what's interesting to them.
We'll engage every day.
Every day.
All right.
All right.
So we done?
We're done.
All right, we're out. We'll see you guys later.
Okay, let's launch this thing.